Hi guys, it's your Malaysian girl Jean here. Are you still doing banana bread or brownies? Ayah, sian already lah. Now is the time to do this beautiful brown looking dessert that looks exactly like the ones that you get from restaurants. It's sticky date pudding, you alls. This is perfect for those who has leftover kurma or dates from raya time lah. Or you can just buy. I don't have a weighing machine, so I just agak-agak put dates that is 300 grams of rice kind of weight lah, using measurement cup. If you have weighing machine, you weigh it properly lah, okay? Mine agak-agak also boleh lah, works as well lah. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna cut into half and then de-seed it because, well, who wants to eat the seed? So just discard the seed lah, huh? What you're gonna do is you need to chop the pitted dates into smaller chunks like this so it's easier to soften them later. How are we going to soften these chopped dates? Okay, before we soften them, we need to wash them properly first lah, huh? Because I noticed some of the dates have sands inside the dates. It's so weird. I don't know how it got in there. Anyway, so after rinsing them, washing them clean already, you put a tablespoon of baking soda and 250 ml of boiling hot water. Let it soak for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, we prepare batter. Mix 40 grams of brown sugar with 80 grams of softened butter first. Whisk until they combined, and then that's when you add in 2 biji telur, 2 eggs, and then whisk them so that they are well combined again. Whisk. Ayo, I don't know why I so ganas. Okay, next we're gonna put in flour. We are using 185 grams of all-purpose flour, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. I whisk it, but actually you don't have to whisk it first lah, because I forgot we need to put in our soaked dates. Before we put in that, we need to mash them up so it becomes thick date paste. You can use a potato masher. I don't have it, so I'm using my pestle. Thing is, I can mash more if I want to, but I want to feel the dates chunks, you know, when I eat the cake. So I leave it be, but you can mash it further if you don't like to bite into date chunks while eating the cake. So that's the last thing that you need to add into the batter, and then just mix them up well so it looks something really wet like this. Okay, I'm using this rectangle baking pan, which I don't have baking paper, so I just spray some oil, brush some oil so that the batter doesn't stick on the pan when it's ready later. Another alternative that you can use is the muffin pan. Just fill up the muffin cup half because it will rise a lot. I've put it into a preheated oven for 180 degrees Celsius and bake for 25 minutes. Thing is, my oven is actually a stove oven, so it's tricky a bit. When time's up, I check my cake by sticking a stick in the middle of the cake, but it's still wet. So I bake it for another 15 minutes under 160 degrees Celsius. Then only it's cooked lah. So you sendiri pandai-pandai check your cake lah, because different oven works differently. You can see the stick is dry-dried, so this is ready. But let's do butterscotch sauce because we need sauce for our sticky date pudding. Just cook 375 ml of cooking cream and 70 grams of butter with 200 grams of brown sugar and half teaspoon of vanilla essence. Now we're gonna cook it under low flame because anything that works with sugar is easily burned. We gotta be patient on this, and don't worry, it will bubble up a lot, okay? You just have to work around to see how you can see the color of the sauce turn into like the ideal kind of brown that you want. And then that's when you off the stove and then let it cool down so that it can thicken up properly. Then you poke as many holes that you can on your cake and drizzle the butterscotch sauce on top of it. It will slowly seep down into the middle of the cake, so don't worry about it. Just drizzle as much as you can, but keep some of the butterscotch sauce. You will need it later. After half an hour, I can already serve it lah. So this is how I do it. I add on a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top, and then I drizzle more of the butterscotch sauce. Actually, the ice cream is optional, like it's up to you, but if you have it, it's even nicer. Oh, look it. Ooh, you can see how sticky it is, and it's the good kind of sticky, I promise you. And you can see I'm just indulging in this awesome sweet caramel-ish, but at the same time you can taste the dates. I love dates and it's indeed sticky. So I hope you guys can try this out and I'll see you next time.